Greetings again, my fellow comrades in humanity. I am here today with another 10 Bible questions. And let's move ahead and just get straight to it. Question 1, Deuteronomy 4:35 to 38. Has there ever been any evidence, including all previous books, that God has removed any of these powers? Because I haven't seen anything but mass genocides done by sheer numbers, and thusly the Moses has used this exact fact to attribute it to a god, who has only been presented so far as a volcano and a smoking temple, to a group of people whose only observers were their forefathers. They're gone. That generation died in the wandering. Question 2, Deuteronomy 4:41 to 43. Is it here we see that God literally has no control over anything? As Moses sets up a refuge for those who can run fast? I mean, literally, if you're a slow runner and can't make it to the refuge areas, you're a dead man. This is extremely unfair and barbaric. But if we look at it from the perspective of the time and place, it seems like a more fair rule. It is actually somewhere to run and hide, whereas they usually didn't have this. So God recognizes that he has no power at all in this case. Where has God gone? Why doesn't he have any power anymore? Question 3, Deuteronomy 4:44 to 49. Is this not a direct admission of God through Moses in breaking his promises to the people who were promised this land in a covenant he made with Noah? Does God hold up to any of his promises? How can he be trusted? Or is this not just plainly written by the people who won the wars? The victors write the story. Simple. Question 4, Deuteronomy 5:1 to 5. This is nowhere near what happened. Moses was up there for 40 days and nights. Was he not? Does this not show that this isn't the same Moses at all, but nothing but a hand-down of a title, as he seems to have no knowledge of what happened at the Mount? He's simply retelling a story that he has heard. Question 5, Deuteronomy 5:8 to 10. What does this even mean? And is not a cross something of worship? Are not churches places of worship? Is not the Bible a book of worship? How far does this law go? Where does the definitive start and stop of what is worshipful and what is not? And how does one violate this law? Why is this not clear? Question 6, Deuteronomy 5:11. Again, this is another hot discussion issue. How does one take the Lord's name in vain? What does this actually mean? When I stub my toe and say, God damn it, am I taking the Lord's name in vain by invoking his wrath against the chair leg? Why is this explanation so vague for both this and question 5? Why can't it be written in a way we can understand today? And why doesn't it have any bearing on our moral standards of today and age? How are we getting our morals from this? Question 7, Deuteronomy 5:6 to 21. Is this Moses not aware that these are not the 10 commandments that were placed in the Ark of the Covenant? Did anybody not notice? Is he unaware of this? And is he just reiterating the first version because it's a better set of laws, and the second ones that were put into the Ark of the Covenant were obviously Moses being very angry and writing down a bunch of nonsensical laws and putting it in there? Does this mean that the 10 Commandments that are in the Ark of the Covenant retracted? And again, I'll ask again, can I please have the Ark of the Covenant? Or at least someone, so we can study it? Question 8. Deuteronomy 5, 23 to 27. Is this not very clear that God never spoke, but the volcano burst with the sound of a trumpet, and only Moses could interpret? Did they even understand, or just see the rumbling of a volcano and tremble in fear, thusly sending Moses to interpret? And on top of this, none of these people that he is speaking to currently were even alive. They all died in the 40 years of wandering. These are new people he's speaking to. This is another generation. They have no memory of this except for what they were told. Deuteronomy 5, 28 to 33. Does this not seem extremely convenient that Moses is now the only one who can hear and speak for God? How hilarious this would be if someone tried this in this day and age. There'd be a laughing stock. People would never believe it. And yet, you go back into those days, and of course it's easily believable. A volcano erupts, you get scared, you run into your tent because he tells you to. He knows it's not going to go off, or at least he trusts he doesn't. And then he can dictate whatever he wants to you, because he is the fearless one. Very, very convenient. And last question. Question 10. Deuteronomy 6, 10 to 25. Laws based on fear. Laws based on indoctrination. The literal thieving of land through genocide. Is the Lord really commanding to take the lands he's promised and given to others? So he's a promise breaker as well. Jealous of other gods who apparently don't exist. Is this really anyone's idea of a just God? Can he hold his own morals at all? Or is it more obvious to everyone that this is Moses himself, or just the title of Moses? Why no one could truly verify whether or not he was the true Moses? Is this not obvious to anyone who reads the text without begging sense, the beginning sense of God exists? Is this book wants to make me a believer? It has a lot of work to do. It has a lot to make up for. I don't trust God. I don't trust Moses. I don't trust any of it. Even if I was to take it at its word and believe what it's saying, God is immoral. Moses is a trickster. Why? Again, I'm just going to end with the one true thing that I know, which is love your family. And that includes everyone. Take it seriously. There's no reason for these books to change the way we feel about each other. Hold close and protect those you hold dear. And as always, stay safe.